Well, I've decided to journey into infinite space yet again. Yep, I've covered this game twice already, but, I feel like going over it again because there's some content I just haven't covered in the previous runs, because this game has a lot of split pathways you can take a look at. I have to admit, I really like this song, though. Sadly, it only plays during one battle, unfortunately. When you have to face off against the guy that killed, your mentor. Because damn him. So yeah, we're going to be loading from a New Game Plus file. So I get to keep all my stat boosts and stuff, so I can bring in, my pair of pop piles that I've trained to be fighter pilots later on. Yeah, because I did that. That's a thing. But for now, we get stuck with the cutscene. You get to see a ship far more awesome than the POS we'll have to start with. I yearn for the glory days of having ships that didn't suck. Well, something to work on, The Ropes sector, eh? Nor I've seen a ship worth mentioning. This place is the serious back end of space. Yes, well, it's an autonomous dominion in a remote frontier, sir. What do you expect? Really think he's here, though? In a place like this? Oh, he's here, all right. Really? I can smell him with my smell-o-vision. If you say so, Captain. An enemy? Well, well, well. Surprised that anybody in this sector would pluck up the courage to challenge me. He's not kidding either. He's one of the most famous space pirates of all time. And some little security force wants to pick a fight with him? I mean, he has one of the most powerful ships in space. Rivaled only by the Pika-Rune, which is arguably better or worse depending on how and where you place it in your fleet. So, yeah. His ship is not going to be beaten by, a minor anti-pirate patrol. Yeah, they most definitely forget their place, which is why we're going to turn them into Stardust. Nah, I don't need a tutorial. Let's get on with it. Let's get to the killing. Now, you notice these marks here, they tell you where they're at in the fleet, so you want to hit the units that are in front first. And just blow them away. Though, yeah, if you tap, you can basically skip through the effects. I might see if I can turn them off, but I don't think you can, unfortunately. So you're forced to basically just skip through it. I'll double check, though, it's been a while. Well, that takes care of you. If you do a barrage, it's basically 3 normal attacks all at once. But if your enemy has dodge up, they'll completely miss. But if they're dodging and use a normal attack, they'll get pounded by it for extra damage. So, pick appropriately. Oh, and he also has weapons that do multi-targeting, so you can potentially hit multiple ships at the same time. And let's end this. Seriously, just blow the last one away. Though my biggest gripe with this game is there's not really any alien races you can meet, really. There's only one real oddball race, and they're sort of like the Borg, but not really. I guess they're more like the Binaires or whatever from Star Trek. Where they've set up a hive mind, but even then, they still mostly look like baseline humans. So, yeah. I really wish there was a few more colorful races out there to run into. That barely even broke up my boredom. Seriously, they couldn't put up more of a fight than that? I mean, I know I'm in the back end of space, but I mean, come on. Whatever, I should probably go take a nap and get drunk. Yeah, you do that. Switching to inertial navigation in 30 seconds. Sadly, we're not playing as him. That'd be an interesting option, I suppose, but that's not the case. And this isn't us either. This is our mentor, though. Yep, no one's allowed into this sector without permission. Feel free to open fire all you want. Seems to me you already opened fire. Damn, I hate guys that shoot early. See? It's a very familiar line and a far too easy joke. Persistent little blighters. Have it their way, huh? Yeah, Gruss is their version of the F word. And yes, her ship is named the Daisy. Yeah, I know, not a particularly imposing name, is it? But her ship's also kind of a piece of junk, so it's not really worth talking about. 13 warp engines? Isn't that a little much? I mean, how many warp engines do you need? Guess we'll put up a dodge. We're still not in range. You see that green line way up there? Yeah, that marks our range of fire. It kind of sucks it's so far out. We have to actually close the gap with the enemy to attack them. I'll be happier when I have longer range ammunitions. Indeed. I don't know if they can afford a scrap collector, though. Like I said, it's the back end of space. They usually just let things float about. Ah, more of them. I suppose that's one way to win. Just clone yourself, that'll do it. Well, and this is where we get introduced. Finally. Space travel is banned on this planet. Its ruler, Demid Panflov, has ordered no one to leave. But still, I won't be stuck here on this planet's surface anymore. I'm still a sea of stars. The stars in the sky have always called out to me for as long as I can remember. It was just recently I first heard about launchers. Yeah, that's what our mentor there was. She's a launcher that helps people get into space. Hopefully you don't get a, bad launcher, because I imagine someone ripping you off in this situation and just leaving you for dead somewhere. Thankfully our mentor takes her job seriously. One night with a sudden bright light that slashed across the horizon, my guide to the stars fell from the sky with all the grace of a dead bird. Ah, yes. The adventure music! Yes, we start off all nice and cutesy. And much like Jurassic Park, we become very, very ugly with space pirates. Like, seriously, he's not the only space pirate that we saw earlier. There's hordes of them. One of them are even called the bad to the bone pirates, and you don't mess with them, because they are bad to the bone. It's a bad joke, but they really do measure up to that name. If you don't come prepared, they will beat the shit out of you. Yeah, I suppose you did. Huh? What the crust are you looking at? Get lost, kid. I don't have time for games. Especially with little kids. Huh? Oh yeah. Don't tell me you're my client. That's right, I'm Yuri. I'm the one who contacted you. Never thought a real launcher would ever actually come for me. Well, crust, I'll go anywhere if the price is right. Why wouldn't I? That's how we zero-G dogs are. Yeah, where did he get the money? 1,000 G, huh? That's it? I was expecting more. Apparently getting to space is pretty easy if you can do it for 1,000 gold pieces. I think it's... I don't know if they ever tell us what the G stands for. It might be Gilbert's or something stupid. But yeah, I'll go with gold. Because, that's how all fantasy RPGs are, right? An engine repair shop, eh? Tell you we're all set, believe me. So you can plainly see, I've got one tiny, itsy-bitsy problem to take care of. Oh yeah? Well, yeah, I already knew that, but thanks. Oh, you could, huh? Got some tools I can borrow? Yeah, sure, I got a hyper spanner or 3 floating around here somewhere. There, I thought I'd do it for now. Should at least give you the bare minimum amount of power to get out of the gravity well, at least. I told you, I've been working in a repair shop. I've been studying. Getting prepared so I could go up into space. Oh, well, you know. This whole thing isn't just a childish whim with you, is it? Yeah, I'm not gonna even try to pronounce her last name, but yep. This is our mentor, Nia. Alright then. Come on, let's get out of here before the Ropath Security Patrol busts our sorry butts. Don't you have anybody you want to say goodbye to first? You got some family? No, my family all died in the war. Or starvation. I kind of forget which, you know. Well, let's go then. Into the Sea of Stars. Yep, the Sea of Gehenna. Yep, dropping the sky a reference. Because why not? 17,000? I suppose that would be rather fast. Now, is it enough to get out of Earth's gravity? Well, I'd have to double check. Probably. Maybe. Like I said, haven't really looked at the math on those figures. It'd obviously be different depending on what kind of planet you're going to. Ah, yes. These guys. These mysterious figures here are, outer gods that, create universes by destroying other universes by observing them. So basically their goal is to observe our entire universe and then destroy it utterly into its most basic components and create a new universe and just keep doing that over and over and over again, infinitum. And we don't really get an explanation for why they do that, that's just what they do. And they create beings like Yuri in order to observe the universe. See, I'm dropping a ton of plot spoilers here, but yeah, that's why Yuri exists and why he has no family or anything. He's being created by them to observe the universe so they can carry out their own destructive plans. Which is useful for explaining where his sister is going to be coming in here in a little bit. Since they're going to basically create her to follow him around all the time. So yeah, she just magically got puffed into existence right now. You finally awake? What? You're out cold. Well, we blasted out the atmosphere pretty fast, so I guess I can't blame you. What, you don't have any counters for that stuff? What, I can see the Sea of Stars from the ground already. Yes. It's ridiculously huge. Yep, people that go into space are called zero-G dogs. And space is pretty ruthless, because like I said, it's full of space pirates. Seriously, there are more pirates in this world than I think merchant ships. Like, everywhere you go, you run into pirates. And you want to pick yeah, because it gives you plus 20 experience for your ship management. Yeah, okay. I got enough points to push me over the edge to get another level. To be fair, maxing out Yuri's management isn't usually necessary since he's the captain of the ship, so his leadership's far more important. Well, to be fair, Elgavia has its own problems, where you have split factions in the military that basically run the place. So yeah, we're gonna get dragged on that drama soon enough, but for now we have our own problems to take care of. Like getting out of this autonomous sector. That's even more of a backhand than Elgavia is, because it's not really that impressive in comparison to what we'll see later on. Yeah, we got ourselves fixed up nice and pretty. You pick which spaceport we go to. You're the boss, so we'll go wherever you say. But we only have one option, you know, going right here. Let's go. I can hold the button to go a bit faster, but it's not that far away anyway. Ah, an event battle, so I can't run away.
Don't give them any room to breathe.
Thankfully, the Daisy's enough to basically take care of these guys for the most part. Because I'd rather not fight them long term, seriously. This is not a good ship for that sort of stuff. Seriously, just fire the guns already. I look forward to getting my own ship, even if it is a piece of junk. Because it's still better than this piece of junk. I'm not sure what I'm going to name it yet, either. I mean, usually I have to go with the USS POS, but you might want to think of something a bit more creative. I suppose they are gnats. I mean, they pilot ships that are complete garbage that I don't think you can buy anywhere. Like, you can't even get the plans for these ships to ever use them yourself. You think he'd, have a more powerful fleet if he wants to go that route. I guess that's why he can't afford to look the other way when even one of them makes it out into space. Sounds kind of like the teachings of a deist, if you ask me. A deist is a religion where people believe if you go into the sea of stars, you'll bring down the wrath of the gods. And it's one of the few times I've seen a religion in an RPG that isn't full of baloney, because they are not wrong. If you go out into space, the gods will eventually come for you. So, yeah. It's a rare to see a religion that isn't evil in an RPG, because, like I said, you do have stats that you can grow, as we've already seen. And all these spaceports are controlled basically automatically. It's a bit weird. There's no people on them, really. Outside of people that are visiting or getting fixes and stuff, and they'll just get repaired for free. You don't have to really pay for repair work in this game. So feel free to get as damaged as much as you like, just as long as you don't lose all your ships in your fleet and, you know, lose. Well, here we are. Plenty of spaceports out there are a lot bigger than this one, and far better equipped, too. I mean, seriously, you're in the back end of space. Yeah, don't worry about too much. I mean, if you got enough crew, you can repair your ship, you know, while in mid-flight. But the longer you're out in flight, the more tired your crew gets, and the more worn down they get, the less work they can do as quickly. It's best to stop by at spaceports every now and again just to help people rest and relax. So don't fly too far. But yeah, we're gonna take the elevator. Well, now, let's head to the tavern. Well, let's talk to our mentor here. Do you want to tell me, or is it a secret? I don't want to tell you, but do you promise you won't laugh? Cross my heart and hope to live. Well, you see, I want to figure out what it's all about. Huh? My father left it to me when he died. He was an adventurer. But this is... You gotta be kidding me, an epitaph? That little object is very important, so, you know, don't underestimate it. It's really powerful if you know how to use it. Oh, probably shouldn't have mentioned that out loud, because everyone's not gonna want it. Why the crust do I laugh about this? This is quite a treasure. Yeah, that's not a joke. They literally can change the universe. Well, that old saying ain't wrong. It's very accurate, which is why there's so very few of these around anymore, because a lot of them have been used to do just that. Which helps the outer gods, you know, finish their plans up. Which is probably why they created them in the first place. Ah, yes. It's a bit weird this guy becomes our friend because he tries to pick a fight with us and steal our stuff. Really strange, I have to admit. But sometimes, you know, you have to befriend someone by beating their butt first. Go to Gross! Yep. Hey. You son of a... I don't even know what he was gonna say there. After all, they got words like gross to replace the F-bomb. I'm sure they got other slang we just don't know about. Get him, kiddo. Hang in there. Not gonna happen. Here, let me give you a hand with that. Yes. She's carrying around a blaster. I can see why he'd shit his pants. He didn't realize he was fighting people that carried a gun. No way. Was that a maser blaster? Not a laser blaster, a maser. Someone's head, huh? Which one? Apparently she didn't aim for his head because he joins the crew later. Or she aimed for a much lower head. Take your pick. Bye-bye. See ya. You crazy? You can't go far enough a maser blaster in here. That, just your typical night out on the town. Seriously, it's not a good bar if you don't get into at least one bar fight. Suppose they did. A little present, eh? That's right, it's one of my old ones, but it fits you perfectly. One would think that a biosuit suited for her would definitely be obviously not going to fit Yuri unless she had some modifications done to it. Throwing a plastic blade for you too. Why are you giving away a lightsaber? Seriously, it generates plasma that can cut through objects like a lightsaber. She just casually hands one out. Let's just say I like to go that extra mile for my clients and see how long they last. Well, now. Well, need to go back into the bar for now. You again? I've been waiting for yous. Jeez. What do you want now? You're not getting the epitaph, so don't even try it. Shut your mouth, stupid kid. If I had that epitaph, I could be living the high on the hog for quite some time. Wouldn't you say? Now hand it over. And I ain't taking no for an answer this time. No, he isn't. I'm warning you, it's not going to be quite the way it was last time. Hey, that thing's a plasmic blade? He's got a lightsaber? Yeah, let's do this. No, this ain't fair. All I got is a dinky little knife. I ain't Crocodile Dundee. Heard you're heading over to Central. I'll give you a little tip. Yeah, what's that? You're on to a security force hired by Demid Panaflov. It's got him stationed all around the Void Gate that leads to Central Algavia. So unless you do something about him, you probably won't be getting anywhere near Central Algavia. Something? Like what do you mean? Well, I hear when they get off their shifts, they like to get together for drinks at the tavern on Hopsal. They say that's the best place to have a chat, if you catch my drift. If you know what I mean. Seriously, that's the phrase we're gonna go with? Yeah, I'll keep it in mind. Of course, even if you give them a little bribe, they will still try to stop you. Because everyone in this game is a prick. Well, see you later. Yeah, it was. It's amazing how much of a what-about face you can get from, say, if you threaten them with a sword, right? But probably should get some information out of the bartender. They tend to know things. Got that right. Yep. Those ships carry riches beyond the imagination of ordinary folk. Those ships, they use the star lanes around here? Yeah, I think they use the star lanes around Baguette, too. Very interesting. Yes. We're going to be using this later in order to become pirates. But I'll save that for next time, because, you know, it's been 25 minutes, and I'd like to split this series into smaller episodes than the last time I did this, instead of, you know, pushing for hour-long plus videos. So next time we'll be heading over to, you know, Hopstyle, so we can actually make that, bribe, you know? And pick up a few jobs, and then, you know, hopefully finish out this chapter, because it's pretty short. At least in comparison to some of the later ones we'll get. Till then, see ya.